Welcome back to the Chronicles of Papaya. I'm out here, I've got this kind of, it's quite green, this one. But on inspection, because I found out that there are some GMO, genetically modified papayas in India. I remember in the eco village I was staying at, I was getting these big papayas and they're like really thick and big and round. When you open them, there's just like so much space in the middle and there's no seeds. It's really strange. It's like someone literally, oh, this one's really good. It's like someone's like chopped it open, took out the seeds and just like put it back together. Wow. This one may be one of the best that I've had. So yeah, now I'm kind of an expert at seeing, okay, which one is the, wait, this isn't completely in the middle. Probably wouldn't even see the difference, but my Virgo eye is on it. Wow. So yeah, when I came here to Arambol, I didn't want those seedless ones. And they do taste good. That's what these GMO products are designed for. So yeah, I realized that you don't want to get those small, big, fat, round ones, stumpy ones. You want to get the long, skinny ones, the oblong ones. They got the seeds in them and there's usually like more flesh density. This one, wow. Nothing better than a soft, juicy papaya. Yesterday I actually bought 4, so I can just have them here, ripening up, because yeah, too many times I'm going there and there's not a ripe one for me in the morning. But I do love going to the fruit man like daily. They love seeing me there. They love seeing me. Wow. Honestly. Well, look. What's happening? I've been stalling. I've observed myself stalling because I got some stuff to say. I got some stuff to talk about that I didn't. I'm just kind of like, really? Am I going to share this kind of stuff? Like, So that basically, I've been receiving a lot of messages about videos that I'm going to make and all this kind of stuff. It is Aquarius season now, so the energies are changing. And boom, I finally took action yesterday. I made some astrological videos. I've been meaning to do for ages, for such a long time. This papaya is incredible. If there was a woman that was like this papaya, I would marry her, for real. If there's a woman out there that can make me feel like this papaya makes me feel, message me. Wow. So yeah, what was I saying? See, I was feeling really inspired. I was like, you know what? I haven't made no videos of me dancing for a long time. And so I drove out because I finished my cashew nuts. And where I get my cashew nuts from for a good price is like quite a far drive. And I love the drive. I love riding on the bike. It's probably my favorite thing here is riding on the bike with no helmet and just having that freedom that we don't really get back home. So I took this drive, I went to the beach. It's a place called More Gym. And it's funny because they've actually got a gym called More Gym. But the actual place is called MORJIM. And yeah, I just started recording me video, like dancing. I found a good spot. Really, I would have loved to do it on the beach. But I got this thing that I want to be hidden. I want to be hidden when I'm dancing. Yeah, if you see me in a dance, I'm rocking it crazy. But to be by myself and like recording myself, I really need to be in the safety and privacy a lot. So I found this little spot. I started recording. It was powerful. Then I recorded these other 2 messages, which you'll see that I'll post them. I don't know when I'm gonna post them, but they're really powerful. Feeling really good, hop back on the bike, driving fast, got to Mandrem, went to the beach, was sun gazing, listening to this powerful channeled message whilst I'm sun gazing, man. And then I got back Got back, make my nuts, dark chocolate, bananas, dates, bit of coconut meat that I had. And I quickly, because I was rushing to get to the dance, I quickly looked at the videos that I made. And man, I saw something that I didn't like. And I was on such a high, that I finally, you know, getting the camera out and sharing. And I saw this thing, this imperfection, and I was like, completely changed my mood, man. It completely changed my mood. I'm not gonna share it because I'm not at that stage of vulnerability about I am about certain stuff, but it really upset me and it reminded me about a lot of imbalances that I have. And I was quite disheartened because in the midst of me dancing, I was loving it. I was absolutely loving it. I was so free. I was like, wow, this is what I love. I felt so good, and like this, you know, barefoot, and like the sun is on me, the water was over there, everything was fresh, and like all the elements are there supporting me. Like I was actually in my element. It was so beautiful. And this one little imperfection completely changed my mood. It was strange because, yeah, I guess I haven't been feeling any feeling. I'll get to that in a second. So anyways, I hopped on my bike. I drove to Arambolians. I got there and I saw that I wasn't really in the mood. And that I just needed to dance it out. I needed to shake it out. You know, in the little warm-up that they're doing, usually the warm-up for me is long because like I'm already confident, I'm already like on dancing, like I don't need to like, you know, get into that kind of flow and all that, kind of be encouraged to drop in. Usually I'm already there, but I observed during this warm-up I had a lot of like, yeah, there was something going on. And basically I saw this girl, so I can't believe I'm going to talk about this. I saw this girl from this festival back home. She's like an intimacy coach. And yeah, the first time I saw her here, I was like, I was happy to see her because we connected, we done this little workshop thing together. And she showed me do this like really vulnerable thing. So we have this kind of like connection. We had this experience together. But when I saw her here, this is so crazy. It brought up trauma for me, man. When I saw her, because I know what she does, I got her on Instagram, I see she's an intimacy coach and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, there was this energy, and I guess this is what people were triggered by me because of certain energies that I hold and certain principles and certain morals. So I'm understanding through this, through her power of her being and her being, I see how people are triggered by me. So it's very interesting because she was reflecting back to me about how much work I've still got to do, how disconnected I still am, how much of an avoidant I still am. And I was really like, she didn't even do anything, just her presence alone was triggering me. It was triggering me, and I was like, fuck. And I was like trying to avoid, like low key I was trying to avoid her because it was bringing up this stuff in me that I didn't want to look at. I'm all fine in La La Land, being avoidant, bit staying by myself, avoiding deep connection, justifying my intellectual pursuits, my spiritual pursuits, but really I'm avoiding intimacy, and like that is like a big thing that needs to be looked into. So anyways, I saw her, I was like, damn, I'm really not in the mood. And then like we hugged and she was like, you okay? I was like, actually I'm quite emotional. You never hear me say that. She's like, okay, do you want to speak after? I was like, yeah. But I didn't want to, I didn't want to. Anyways, we were dancing, and dance was going on for ages, and I never tap out usually. I'm usually there to end, and I've got way more energy like to keep going. But my body was tired. Eventually I listened to my body, and I left and went to sit around the fire. I left and went to sit around the fire. I was just meditating, gazing in the fire. And she came over to me, I was like, okay, great. And it was mad because she's like, you want to talk? And we sat and talked, and basically my articulation, my intellect, my ego dissolved. She had this power over me where I just kind of like melted, and the reflection, like I literally saw, like not with these two eyes, I saw this work and this energy that she was doing to me, like this kind of mirror that was coming, and all this stuff was like reflecting so much to me. It was intense, and I was like, I just had to tell her like yeah, man, like yeah, I just had to open with her about. I mean, I said to her like, look, what do you see? Like, and obviously she says, yeah, the disconnection. There is softness there, but there's also many layers and barriers, and I'm like, yeah. Anyway, look, long story short, I got knocked down. I needed to get knocked down and reminded that I am an avoidant. You know, avoidant people please, the same thing. And I'm scared to connect a subconscious level, fear of rejection, fear of intimacy. I do have so many inconsistencies and instabilities about myself, and that's why I choose not to connect with females mainly. Not that I choose, it just doesn't happen. Because there's something in me, I guess, that knows. And as well, I've learned not to put myself forward so much, because it can be quite misleading. Yeah, it can be quite misleading sometimes when I meet people and I have this powerful energy, but I myself know that energy is not lasting like forever. That's not the true me. Like, there's many versions of me, and yeah, not to give the people the wrong impression that I'm like super powerful and like intense all the time, because I'm not. I actually withdraw a lot, and I actually very much need my own time and isolation, and I got all these fears, and oh man, it was crazy. But I'm glad we spoke, because the more we spoke, the more I opened up, and the more, and she was speaking, energy was coming through me, and I was understanding a lot of stuff. So yeah, thank you to her if she ever watches this. The idea did come that I wanted to interview her, like sit down with her and speak about stuff. But even that, I'm like scared, because it's like I know that yeah, I'm going to be exposing myself a lot and really digging deep into what it is I'm scared about. And yeah, just being an avoidant, man, and it's harsh, and it's not well received, but I have to own it and admit to myself that I am, and you know, there's reasons why, obviously, childhood and all this kind of stuff, but it's like, really, I need to address these things. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, man. I'm sharing so much. But I said it's papaya. Yeah, advice: if you ever go somewhere, get those long oblong ones. Make sure they got seeds in them. Alright.